It's ironic how the more we find ourselves, the less people we feel connected to. Don't be discouraged. When transforming the self, it's necessary to keep the right company or relationships around you in order to attract positivity and success into your life. A lot of times, growth occurs when we're not paying attention, and our company can either derail us off track or facilitate that process. So you ought to be proactive now and do a cleanse of your social circles beforehand so the process isn't interrupted by those who do not value you, support your aspirations, or choose to grow with you. I think we can lose sight of our purpose or our path to understanding the self because we don't commit to ourselves enough. I'm Izabel Liwo. Alive and Living 360 starts in roughly 10 seconds. Committing to yourself can be challenging whether or not you have support from the people closest to you, but it's not impossible. Think of it as betting on yourself, and that's worth doing, isn't it? In anything you do, when you commit, you must deliver. It's easier to say we might or may versus I am and I did. That's what I'm working on these days, and if you aren't, you should be too. If you currently are, whoop whoop, because you rock. Naturally, the internal relationship you have with yourself sets the foundation for all the other external relationships you have with others. Sometimes growth can mean moving away from what you've known in order to discover what can be, or to simply discover who you are. A common example is romantic relationships where occasionally there is a shift in the dynamic that stems from your inner desire to grow because it comes naturally. But instead of growing in unison with your partner, there's a wedge being formed and you find yourselves growing apart because you are on this journey of discovering the self and your partner just doesn't understand the process. In other words, your significant other's much needed support may be lacking at a time that is so critical simply because you're transitioning and they're not on the same page. The transitioning phase is a very delicate stage in your personal growth. And so what you pay attention to or how you invest your time can be impactful to your growth. Only invest your time and energy into relationships where you feel valued and naturally valued at that. Every day that you wake up and get to be alive, live it up 360 by committing to yourself and becoming a better you than you were yesterday. Invest your time and energy into relationships that complement you, your journey, and where you want to see yourself tomorrow. Invest your time and energy into relationships that will accelerate your personal growth. You are by no means under any obligation to be the same person you were yesterday or even a mere second ago. If it means filtering out the wrong energy, so be it. That's self-love. Self-love doesn't mean you're being selfish. It just means you have a high regard for your happiness and well-being, and that's priceless. Embracing the self requires your full attention and clarity, and it's never too late to start. Today's the perfect opportunity to begin your journey. Intentional living will transform your life, and becoming a better you is not only your right, it is necessary.